Well, hello there, my loyal royal watchers. Welcome back to the channel where we don't just report the news. We live it, breathe it, and sometimes even question it. Tonight, I'm bringing you the tea on what might be the most significant royal gesture we've seen this year. And trust me, it's not what you think. Now, I know you guys are excited for more. But before we delve into further discussion, if you haven't subscribed, come on guys, what are you waiting for? Hit like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell ASAP. So now Prince George just turned 12, and while everyone's fawning over the official portrait released by William and Kate, the Prince and Princess of Wales, I'm looking beyond the perfectly staged smile in the Norfolk countryside. Don't get me wrong, the kid looks adorable, but it's what happened next that has me absolutely shook. King Charles III, a man who waited 7 decades to wear the crown, made what appears to be a simple social media post, wishing Prince George a very happy 12th birthday, accompanied by the same portrait chosen by William. Basic, right? Wrong. Let me tell you why this seemingly innocent birthday wish has me losing sleep. This wasn't just Grandpa Charles being sweet. This was the King of England, making a calculated, deliberate public endorsement of the future of the monarchy. The message behind those few words, this kid right here, he's got my blessing. And in royal terms, that's massive. I've been covering the royals for years, and let me tell you something. Charles is playing chess while the rest of the family is playing checkers. George made history last year as the youngest future king to participate in a coronation ceremony, carrying his grandfather's train as a page of honor. Now Charles is returning the favor by carrying George's future on his shoulders. A source close to the palace told me, yes, your favorite neighbor has connections, that Charles and Camilla absolutely adore being grandparents and are enthralled with Charlotte and George. Apparently, Charles comes alive around his grandchildren. This isn't the stuffy, distant Charles we thought we knew. This is Grandpa Charles, who built his grandson a treehouse! Yes, you heard that right. This treehouse isn't some prefab kit from the local garden center. It's a charming structure with a thatched roof and a holly leaf-shaped door, nestled in a fern-filled area of William's garden. When Catherine learned of this unexpected gift, she was reportedly overwhelmed and grateful. Wouldn't you be if the king built your kid a custom playhouse? But wait, there's more. Charles didn't just plant a treehouse. He planted an entire woodland to commemorate George's birth. An entire forest of trees on the Balmoral estate in Aberdeen. That's not a birthday present. That's a legacy. Now let's talk about how different George's childhood is from his father's and grandfather's. While the late Queen and Charles had governesses and followed rigid royal protocols, William and Kate are raising their children with what insiders call a contemporary approach. They're giving George space to pursue his own interests, including, according to my sources, potentially becoming a Wimbledon champion. Can you imagine? A tennis-playing king. What's truly fascinating is how both the late Queen Elizabeth and King Charles have supported this modern upbringing. They recognized their own childhoods were far from ideal and couldn't take advantage of the practical approach to education that George is receiving. That's growth, people! That's evolution of a 1,000-year institution happening before our eyes. William and Kate have prioritized a normal family life as much as possible. When William worked as a helicopter pilot in Norfolk and on Anglesey in Wales, they lived like a regular family. They ensure their children are accompanied when they return from school, they're picked up on time, and they make sure to observe anniversaries and holidays together. Their home life is characterized by ease and pleasure, words rarely associated with royal existence. And this is why they're earning massive respect for their relaxed royal lifestyle. But here's what keeps me up at night. The pressure on that 12-year-old boy. The weight of a nation, of history, of tradition sits on those young shoulders. Every birthday, every milestone is not just personal, it's constitutional. His grandfather knows this burden intimately, having carried it for decades before finally becoming king. So, when Charles publicly acknowledges George in this way, it's not just a birthday wish. It's a message. I see you. I understand what lies ahead for you, and I approve of how you're being prepared for it. The monarchy is changing before our eyes, becoming more relatable, more human. And that, my friends, might be the most revolutionary thing to happen to the British royal family in centuries. That's all for tonight's Royal Tea. If you found this perspective eye-opening, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and let me know in the comments what other royal mysteries you want me to unravel. Until next time, this is your royal obsessed neighbor, signing off. Ta-ta, and bye for now.